Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. Welcome back to my channel. Thank you for checking out my videos. Like, comment, and share. So in today's video,
I had surgery not even 2 weeks ago. And he's not even 2 weeks old. My arm is still fucked up. I still got the drain coming from outside. His dad decided to leave us a couple days after coming home. I've been doing this by myself. With him. Police department, open the door. Open the door. It's so hard. Do this by myself. I don't know how someone can do that to somebody. I'm tired of people not knowing the truth.
You got one choice.
Trying to be strong.
Dad's diligence tape that Suge Knight was stealing from his artists. But we're about to talk to.
when you get to know the dark side of men, it literally liberates you from centering a man, centering marriages. Yes, still considering marriage, considering relationships, because no one wants to do life alone, right? But at the same time, it liberates you from the doing too much to keep the marriage, because then you can center yourself as the sunshine that you are. A lot of men change, a lot of men cheat, a lot of men are looking for quick fixes. They are looking at you as a tool, as an appliance, but it's up to you to do the work to realize your vocation is important, your education is important, your finance is important, your self-care is important, and center yourself so in order to have a wholesome life.
This is me and Shay doing our morning workout.
At this point,
Ready?
where you see we're starting to work out,
Set, go.
physical therapist actually gave up on my wife and said that she wouldn't move.
Up,
So I prayed and asked God to help me
2, down.
do physical therapy with my wife. And as you can see, her arms are moving just a little bit.
4,
And every single day
up,
for 1 hour, I would go in and pray over my wife's body
down. Come on, push. Up,
and work with her arms,
up. Come on. 6, down.
her legs,
Up,
and she began to progress
7,
over time.
down. Come on, push it. Up.
And God began to work
Come on, push that
miracles
left arm. Get that left arm moving. Get that left arm moving.
in her life
8,
and in my life.
up.
And so as you can see, we're still going.
9,
It's not
down.
easy for
All
her,
you got for this last
but
set.
I'm
Get
proud
that
that
arm
she
high.
kept pushing no matter what.
Last set. Push, push.
And God kept
Pull it up. Pull
restoring
it up. Pull it up. Pull it
her
up.
strength.
Pull that left arm up higher. Higher. Higher.
And,
Now slow
and
it
every
up
single
down.
day, she got stronger
Slow.
and stronger.
Slow. 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 Slow.
And this is where
Slow.
she's at now. And those are what, I believe they're either 5 or 10 pound weights that she has. God did it, and he's continuing to do it. And we're believing God for full restoration. Thank you for watching.
I was talking to a guy friend of mine And he said this thing that literally blew my mind. I have known this, but for him to say it just kind of like sealed it. So in this video today, we're talking about ways in which men take women for granted, ways in which women see that these men are taking them for granted, but ignore the red flags. This is why I talk about should I stay, should I go, red flags, toxic, narcissistic relationships, how it looks like into a relationship that's gone wrong, being a side piece, cheating, men in general, romantic relationship, how to center yourself while you're in that relationship as a woman, even while you are in it or considering going into it. He said this, well, I want to retire early and I'm working very hard. I have multiple businesses. And I say, well, wow, that's great. Being an entrepreneurial woman opens the door to, see other colleagues who are doing likewise, who are grinders, who are doing their thing, forming businesses, doing things like that. I like networking, and you get to meet a lot of people, which is great. But it also opens the door to good friendships and just getting to know people and people's ideas, mindset, especially when it comes to, opposite relationships. So he's like, well, I am working hard. I have a wife, but at the same time, as I navigate this, once I gather enough money to where I am and my goal of retiring early is realistic, then whoever the lady who happens to be there will be the one that I'll finally settle with. But I'm like, you are married, right? She's like, yeah, but we're having issues. I'm like, wow. So literally men will stay with you and keep you as a placeholder. Literally, they'll go to work. Sometimes they'll overwork. They'll use work as a way to escape. It's called escapism. Escapism is not just, drugs, alcohol, blah, blah, blah. Work can be an escape too. Or even having multiple kids can be another escape because you're making kids. There's a video here of a woman who had a bunch of kids and she said, oh, it's her source of happiness. But we can use work as a source of happiness, money as a source of happiness, but it's not joy. But this is why a lot of men chase, finally settling with some woman who doesn't even care about them, but more care about the money. But this is the mindset of a lot of men, not all men, but a lot of men. So, ladies, you can't be in that marriage and think, oh, you've been in it for over a decade, blah, blah, blah. You're, the ride or die. You are doing all the things. And he is planning his escape. He's planning to be with whoever his, dream girl is while you're there just being a placeholder until he gets to the dream girl. So be mindful, be smart, be wise, and center yourself. So when that should be a case for you, you and your children don't find yourself in precarious situations. I've seen this in practice, seen it in private lives, all of the things. So this is not just something I'm pulling out the hat, but it truly happens, and it can send a lot of women spiraling. But it's up to you to look out for yourself while you are in it. Okay, bye.
Why do men leave women who are sick? You've probably heard the wedding vows in sickness and in health, but as a divorce lawyer, I can tell you that when sickness comes, a lot of men don't stick around. Studies even back it up that men are 7 times more likely to leave a seriously ill spouse than women are. Why? Because for a lot of men, love is conditional. They loved who you were, not who you become when life gets hard. Many men don't know how to handle being a caretaker. They're used to being taken care of. And when that dynamic flips, they check out. Some men marry for comfort, not for commitment. They love having a wife who cooks, cleans, and holds their life together. But when the woman they married needs care instead of giving it, they panic. They weren't in love with you. They were in love with the role you played in their life. Meanwhile, women, they stay, they fight, they push wheelchairs, sit through chemo appointments, and do whatever it takes, because for them, love isn't just about the good days. It's about all the days. So what's the takeaway? Pay attention to how a man shows up when you're not at your best. Does he disappear when you're sick? Does he get frustrated when you need help? Does he act like your problems are an inconvenience? Because if a man can't handle you at your weakest, he doesn't deserve you at your strongest.